This season of Healthy in the Garden State is generously sponsored by Hunterdon Health. Welcome to Healthy in the Garden State. I'm your host, Kate Cherichello Tente, and I am on a mission to highlight all the ways New Jersey supports healthier living. Join me in exploring trails, parks, gyms, wellness centers, restaurants, grocery stores, and more, all in search of inspiration for how we can get and stay healthy right here in our Garden State. I'm a New Jersey native and certified fitness professional passionate about helping people live their healthiest lives. Because our health comes first. The healthier we are, the better we show up in the world. The better our interaction, the better our productivity. The list goes on. Every bit counts when it comes to our health. And I hope that Healthy in the Garden State gives you fresh ideas and encouragement to keep moving forward. Let's dive into today's episode. What is preventive health? Most health insurance companies are required to cover certain screenings, tests, and appointments at no additional cost to you. Check your personal insurance information for exactly what is covered for you, but most often what's covered for adults includes annual preventive health exams, immunizations, blood pressure, obesity, and cholesterol screenings, PrEP HIV prevention medication, fall prevention for seniors, various pregnancy screenings and counseling, and more. Today we're going to learn more about primary care and what preventative measures seeing your primary care doctor can help with, as well as some additional resources you might not even realize that you have at your local hospital. Today, we happen to be at Hunterdon Medical Center's Clinton campus, but no matter what hospital is closest to you, check their website for listings of all of the resources that they offer. Dr. Andrews, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
It's my pleasure, thank you.
So now, what is your role as a primary care doctor?
People come in for primary care visits for almost anything regarding their health, and our role is to either help take care of their conditions, answer questions or educate, or make sure that the person goes to the appropriate next step.
So how do primary care and preventive care go hand in hand?
Most of primary care is preventative care. The goal of preventative care is to observe a patient, do blood work, check their vital signs, and make sure that they don't have any conditions that could progress to something serious. So the first step in primary care is to check out a patient and take care of them so that they don't end up with any type of serious condition, and primarily that's preventative care. Preventative care ranges from routine blood work to cancer screening like a colonoscopy, a pap smear, a mammogram. So most of primary care is prevention. And then of course, if there is any complications that a patient experiences, then the next step is for the primary care doctor to manage it.
And then how do people find you? How do they take that first step towards getting their primary care?
So a lot of patients call their insurance company and find out who's covered. Other people use Google searches or they ask family and friends. Generally, I find the best way to find a doctor is to ask your family and friends and the people who you trust, find out who they trust, and go to that person, because generally then you really get a good impression about the doctor before you even walk into the room.
Do you ever find that a patient comes to you and maybe you both realize that you're not the right fit for each other? Like, is it okay to keep searching?
Oh, absolutely. And I always encourage my patients, if they feel like any type of medical situation isn't right for them, or if they're left with lingering questions, always to seek another opinion and see another doctor. Any doctor that you're working with as a patient should feel comfortable getting the opinions of other doctors as well. And I generally tell someone it's a red flag if your doctor doesn't want you to see someone else just to get more advice. Medicine is a community, so we need as many people as possible to help.
Well worded. That's a great quotable moment too, right there. What about insurance? So there are things that are covered by insurance, there are things that are not. How do people navigate all of this?
So generally, what's best covered is preventative care. And really the thought process is if you follow through on your preventative care, you'll really eliminate having more costly and challenging conditions down the road. So almost all insurance covers a well check once a year, as well as cancer screenings like the colonoscopy, the mammogram, and the pap smear. They almost always cover routine blood work. And again, that's just because they're kind of the foundations of keeping a person healthy. Another thing that's almost always covered is vaccinations, because vaccinations do keep people much healthier and really prevents difficult complications down the road. So those are things almost always you can feel confident that your insurance will cover. When you get to more diagnostic testing, almost all medical offices have people to help our patients navigate through that. There are people that'll contact your insurance company and obtain coverage for an MRI or a referral or something like that. In cases where it's not covered, then that usually turns into the doctor having to advocate for a patient. So it's really important to pick an office that supports their patients and a doctor that supports you. And I think generally as a patient, you'll know the type of doctor that'll support you and will be able to work with you going forward. So insurance is always tricky, but if you have a good partnership with your doctor and their medical home, then things can be navigated.
Excellent. And then what about people who don't have insurance?
So there's lots of funds in New Jersey to help with people who are underinsured or have no insurance. Hunterdon Health, which is where I work, we're blessed with a charity care program where for people who don't have insurance, we're able to get them health care as well. And it's just a matter of enrolling in a program, and we have lots of people that help guide them through the process. And really the aim is to eventually get a person insurance, because when you have insurance, your health just does so much better because you don't have to balance money against your own health.
Yeah.
So our plan is to capture those folks and then help guide them to a path where they can have insurance, but also take care of their needs while they are uninsured.
Oh, that's excellent. I didn't know about that resource. That's a really great resource.
And it has, what's interesting about it is there's a core charity program, but we also have a program for women who are pregnant, women who need contraception, elderly folks, and then for people who can't afford brand name medication that they really need. We have different avenues for getting people the care that they need. And I'll say I love working for Hunterdon Health because we have those resources for people who need it.
Yeah, excellent. But now what do you tell someone who might be scared to go to a doctor or have those fears?
I have lots of patients who are scared to go to the doctor, who openly tell me they don't like being here. I always tell them that's perfectly okay. And there are lots of reasons to feel scared or worried about coming into a doctor's office. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you'll walk out with a diagnosis. It's a scary moment. So I like to let people acknowledge those fears and say that we don't have to do everything in one visit. We can just focus on the one thing that's most important to you. Yeah. And then hopefully when working on that issue, the person can build confidence in healthcare, and then we can keep working on other things. But one thing that I really feel is very important, and I encourage all my doctors to be the same way, is that we have to meet patients where they are. And not everyone wants to do everything, so you have to find out what they are willing to do and then work from there.
Great. What would you tell someone watching who's an aspiring doctor to be? Why primary care? What do you love about your job?
What I love about it is that I can take care of anyone at any time.
Great.
So because primary care doctors, we take care of from babies to the end of life in any health condition. So anyone can walk into my door and I know that I can take care of them in some way, whether it's curing a disease or diagnosing one or getting to the person that can then take care of them. I can offer that to any patient, and I really do enjoy that.
Excellent. Well, it is so clear that you love what you do. Dr. Andrews, thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Beyond standard appointments, ER visits, and surgeries, how else might your hospital support preventative health? In Hunterdon's case, one additional resource they have is their Wellness Center. Justin, this is different than a standard gym. Please share more about how that is.
Yeah, so the Wellness Centers are a medical fitness facility. So we blend exercise science and obviously medical science together in order to serve our members and patients. So we're different than other fitness facilities in that aspect. We really like to focus on things like improving patient care and improving their lives every day.
And what are some of the additional resources people find here? We obviously have all the workout equipment, but we know there's so much more too.
Yes. Well, for example, our fitness staff is trained in taking blood pressures and doing those types of readings. going over the day-to-day life of members and things like that, things that are happening at home as well as at the gym. So it's more of a total experience in terms of taking care of members and their day-to-day.
Excellent. And now what is the mental wellness program that we find here?
The mental wellness program is a program that we offer that helps our mental wellness patients.
Okay.
They go through a program and we find different ways to address issues or problems they might be facing in their lives, and we do that through exercise and also wellness.
Okay, can you give us some examples of maybe who would be someone who would look into this program?
Yeah, anyone who's dealing with any hardships as far as mental health or dealing with any type of mental health issues, people who experience bipolar disorder, anxiety issues, things of that nature. But mental health and exercise and wellness and health kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah,
so it's,
They absolutely do.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what's your favorite part about working here, Justin?
The community. I grew up here. I grew up in this area when I was younger, so I was one of the younger kids sneaking into this facility when I was younger. So it's great to see come full circle, and now I'm one of the supervisors trying to prevent that. But I also enjoy helping people from my hometown and my area.
That's awesome. And I have to say, for the viewers, we did not prompt you to say community, but every episode, people keep talking about community. So we keep mentioning how community and health are so intertwined. So Justin, thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
Another awesome resource that the Hunterdon Wellness Center offers is the Rock Steady Boxing Program. Jen is here today to share more. Jen, thanks for chatting with me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Please,
happy to be here.
Tell us more about what is happening here.
So what you'll see going on right now is they are all getting ready for the Rock Steady Boxing class. The class will run from 12 o'clock to 1:15. What they're going to start with today is what we call get to know you. So they're starting in a circle and talking a little bit. They'll have usually a question or questions. Today it's going to be about what has Rock Steady done for you? What are your thoughts about Rock Steady? And then they'll discuss that a little bit. Many of our people here have been in the program since we started in January of 2022. So we're actually going on 4 years having the program. And then they're going to break up and they're going to do a little bit of boxing. They may also do some strength training, some coordination exercises, a little bit of brain training, some flexibility. So each class is designed a little different, but with many of those components involved.
Excellent. And bring us back to the 101. Why Rock Steady? How does it help? Who does it help? Give us those, like that 101 overview.
Yep, so Rock Steady is a program that is designed for people diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. So we are only allowed to admit people into the program with Parkinson's. And what they found, it started with a man named Scott Newman back in Indiana, who was diagnosed at a young age. And boxing was one of his forms of exercise. And he found that, wow, after I box, I feel like my Parkinson's symptoms are not there. And so it led to a little more research, and what they found was the combination of the intensity of the exercise, the coordination of the movements actually helped to delay some of the progression of the symptoms. And then they found in general that exercise is a very important component of treatment for people with Parkinson's disease. Boxing involves a series of coordinated movements. So it's a combination of the brain being asked to do these movements in a series and in a sequence. So it's the action of the movement along with the exercise component of it, should I say, right? It's a cardiovascular exercise, but it's also a brain exercise. So, and in that, what they're finding is that it actually helps with the neuroplasticity of the brain. Now, and that's not to say that other forms of exercise are not. They all are. But, you know, in rock steady boxing, they found that, wow, boxing really had an incredible effect.
That is fantastic. But now, how do people find out about you? Or how do you find them, and back and forth?
Yeah, so Rock Steady Boxing has a website, and the Health and Wellness Center in Clinton is listed as one of the places. We also, with our network, the doctor's offices and the hospital, we have our brochures and our information out at the local doctor's offices as well as the neurology practices. And neurologists nowadays, I see a lot of referrals coming from them because they are aware of the program as well. And all of our coaches are Rock Steady certified. In addition to, you'll see some of the shirts say volunteer on them. We are just so lucky to have such an extensive group of volunteers.
That is awesome. So whether if you are someone with Parkinson's, you have a place to go. If you're someone who wants to support those with Parkinson's, you can volunteer.
For sure.
Become a coach.
Yep.
Yes,
and
amazing.
the other piece of, so we talked a lot about the exercise component of it, but the other piece to this is the socialization component, right? There's nothing like being in a group with people who are experiencing something very similar to you. They are a support system for one another, and even just having a place to go to and to be with other people and to be active is just so important. We do also run a couple of support groups once a month. We have a support group for the family members and then one for the general group as well.
Wow, this is just an incredible thing they have here.
Yeah, it's really grown into something every one of us who is involved in this program, it is the favorite thing that we do in our jobs.
Well, and you can hear like all around you. We can hear the energy. We're really excited to see class start.
Yeah, good.
So I love it here. I feel like it not only helps me with my strength and my balance, but also for me, mentally, emotionally, the whole bit. I get a lot out of this.
She's our oldest If you didn't hear that, she said she's 93 and very proud of it. Yes.
Because I come here, it keeps me healthy.
The support from this group of people, and this comes from our wonderful coaches to start with, is tremendous. And I don't think any of us would be in the condition we're in if it wasn't for that.
Because I do believe that it is a family, and I felt that from day one. As soon as I walked in the door, it reminded me of the open houses when I was a kid. And I went to see my aunts and uncles. As a young kid, you would think you would spend time with your cousins, but we each spent time with our aunts and uncles throughout the whole time, and these are just basically my family. And it's great, I feel great, I look forward to coming here, and I also feel that afterglow after the workout for several days afterwards. That I was a little scared at the beginning because I have a lot of pride in what you do, and as we were physically, and you come in here and the lights are open, you're exposed to the gym. I kind of avoid mirrors a lot if I can, but here I can't avoid it, you know? And I feel so good when I just see everybody working out and supporting each other.
You guys like put a smile on my face all the time. I love teaching you, like being with you guys. I really do. So you warm my heart as well. All of you do. Even the teacher's pet.
In addition to what you just saw, here is more of what this wellness center offers. Check into your local hospital. It may offer more than you realize. Thank you to Hunterdon Health for being our example today. They are also our season sponsor on Healthy in the Garden State. Next stop, the YMCA.
Hunterdon Health knows when it comes to your family, good health is everything. You depend on our high-quality, compassionate care for pediatric checkups, primary care, and urgent care, specialty care services, and life-saving screenings, maternity and newborn services, Hunterdon Health is here for all your family's healthcare needs, so together you can enjoy the everyday little moments that make for an extraordinary life.
What do you think of when you hear YMCA? Besides the infamous song, what else comes to mind? For me growing up, it was working out and camps because that's what I knew of our local Y. But do you know just how much the YMCA offers to support residents? We are here at the Deer Path branch to learn more about all that the YMCA offers, as well as the preventive measures that the YMCA helps to support your health. Andrea, thanks for chatting with us today. Now, the YMCA, everybody knows the name YMCA, but what might it offer beyond what people realize?
All right, what I love about the Y, honestly, is it's a family. It's community, it's relationships. People come here, it's not just a workout, it's not just a pool. They come here for connection. They look forward to seeing even who's at the membership desk and saying hello, or their friends in a group exercise class. We offer a variety of classes for, we say, everything from like cradle to like all the way to, you know, your golden years. So we have everything for the kids and families. I know I personally started here because I needed my kids in stay and play and a workout for myself. So it turned into a career for me. So we just say it's a place for you to find who you are, to be the best version of yourself, and to really de-stress and make some friends along the way.
That's excellent, and it's been clear too, everyone I've met since walking in the door today has been here for so many years. Yes. Like, people stay, they love it. Yeah. And now we're really talking a lot about preventive health on this episode. What does the Y really do for preventive health and taking care and kind of setting ourselves up for our healthiest lives?
So much. So to try to keep it short, what we really try to do is teach people that there's not a one-size-fits-all way of being the best version of yourself. And our goals change over time. So it's not just, you know, everyone does the exact same thing, but maybe this season of your life might look a little different, and that's okay. So we offer these one-on-one conversations and consultations with fitness professionals where we sit down, we get to know the person, and we see how we can help them. Maybe it's a group exercise class, maybe it's personal training, maybe it's just showing them around the wellness center and finding what activities they actually love doing so that they choose to come back, and it's not something they have to do. It's something that they love to do and look forward to do. Probably one of the biggest things is what makes us unique is we offer Pathways programs. Yes. They're grant-funded programs from the generosity of different donors throughout that really want to help put money back into the community. And we offer them free to anyone in the community. So you don't need to be a Y member. And they span anything from cancer wellness, veterans wellness. We have our newest one, Healthy Lifestyles, which is for lifestyle disease prevention, and just so many in between. We have a new one for Rise with stress management and just helping people to learn to be their best self and maybe actually do a little less as opposed to always trying to do more, which we all know is something we struggle with, right? Absolutely. A lot of times that is exactly an issue that comes up. So Abby, your work really revolves around the health and fitness aspect at the Y here. Mm-hmm. So what do you tell someone who might be nervous about showing up for a group class for the first time?
So we are all here for the same reason, not just our physical wellness, but our overall wellness. So the social aspect of your wellness plays a big role in coming to the Y as well. Our group exercise community is so welcoming, and you'll find that any class you go into, they're willing to invite you and help you set up the class that you're going to choose to do.
And how do we know maybe beginner, advanced, older people, younger people? Is there a way to kind of figure out what the right class is for us in the moment?
So we have different classes for all different activity levels, and all of our instructors, if you go up to the instructor, let them know that you're new to the class. Most of the time they will come up to you first, realizing that you're new, and introduce themselves. It's a great time to talk to the instructor about the skill level of the class and let the instructor know if maybe you have any physical limitations that they have to watch out for.
You know, this community aspect keeps coming up, you know, with you, with Andrea, and in all of our episodes so far, even though we're focusing on health, but community keeps repeating and repeating. So it's really clear the connection between health and community. And I know at the Y people keep coming back. What is your favorite thing? What keeps bringing you back?
Honestly, I started my position here about 2 years ago, and I have never been a part of a career like this. Just even on the fitness floor, the amount of socialization that happens. People look forward to coming in to see their friends that are also working out. So it's a great way to blend that social aspect along with the fitness and the wellness portion as well.
So Abby, I hear there's a strength class going on right now. I'm going to hop in and try it. What is it about strength that is so important?
Wonderful. So this is going to be our strength training class. All right, this is led by Jill, and strength training is so important for all ages. It's something that with research we found really affects not only your metabolism, your overall wellness, your bone health, and your muscle strength. So this is super important at a young age as well as we grow older to make sure that we continue to build functional movement and live as independently as possible.
Excellent. Thank you, Abby.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right, I'm going to take this class. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. To find the resources from this episode as well as to watch the other episodes, head to healthyinthegardenstate.com. You can reach out to me there as well. Here's to living our healthiest lives. A special thanks to our season sponsor, Hunterdon Health. Hey there, thanks so much for watching Healthy in the Garden State. If you enjoyed this episode, you will also love the Dose of Health mini-series that we have going on YouTube. Twice a month, we are profiling different health experts from across the Garden State to give you more information, more resources, and more health tips to live your healthiest life here in New Jersey. So twice a month, Dose of Health under the Healthy in the Garden State YouTube channel. Thanks again.